Recently, MrBeast, Logan Paul, and KSI released a Lunchables competitor called Lunchly. In response to this, YouTuber DanTDM tweeted, "What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people that are selling it to them. Do better." This tweet has over 400,000 likes and was seen by KSI and Logan Paul. They decided to respond with their own tweets. KSI responded by tweeting pictures of DanTDM's U2s and Tube Heroes figurines, saying, "Looks like crap to me." But KSI has worked with U2s, and the CEO of U2s was an executive producer of Sidemen. KSI is missing the point entirely. People actually want and ask YouTubers for U2s. It's the whole reason Funko Pop is popular. People enjoy having little figurines of the stuff they like, that be it anime or a YouTuber. Nobody asks for Lunchables. The only demographic for Lunchables is children. Logan Paul also made a tweet in response saying, "I'll tell you what happened to YouTubers. We spent our lives creating content and building our brands." Oh really, Logan Paul? What is your brand? Because every time I see Logan Paul, I think of how you filmed a dead body, tased a dead rat, faked your own death in front of your fans, aka children. Of course, the prolific crypto zoo that went so well. Well, not for your fans, but for you. Let's not forget about you claiming that Iman Khalif, a cis woman, was trans, which is illegal in her country. You apologized for this, but the damage was already done. You could have done some research, but instead, you felt like it was the perfect moment to spew some hatred. You have such an upstanding brand, and I guess misery does love company, so let's look at the others. KSI previously said the slur for trans people, and when he apologized, he didn't say "I'm sorry," he said "my bad." That's not the only time he said something bad. He, in now a deleted clip which I found, he said the slur for Pakistani people, and generally used for anyone that's brown.
KSI uses the word PAKI.
Look, we need points in it, alright? I don't mean this maliciously, but the word. Sorry, I'm sorry. Look, we need points. I don't. Guys, come on.
As you could see, he then trivialized it. "I'm sorry, I just did it." Like I didn't really do anything. I need the points, frankly. Yeah, on the one hand, you got the points. On the other hand, racism. I'm gonna take the points.
Slur was used in the 1970s when Pakistani people were being beat and killed. But of course, KSI, as he said, he needed the points, right? At least this time he actually apologized instead of just saying "my bad." And of course, MrBeast. Most recently, let's look at a lawsuit. MrBeast and Amazon sued by contestants on Beast Games competition show with allegations including sexual harassment and chronic mistreatment. Essentially, this lawsuit is saying that people were sexually harassed, not properly paid, mistreated, injured, and not given proper care. Now that's all alleged, but let's get to something that is not alleged. MrBeast hired a registered sex offender. They refer to him as Delaware. Delaware, real name Charles Jefferson, is Jake the Viking's brother-in-law. No matter the situation, he should not have hired a registered sex offender. You are a channel mainly watched by children. Having a man that is on the registry for doing something to a 1 to 11-year-old is insane. Speaking of crazy behavior with children, we can't skip over you having been best friends with Ava Tyson, talked to minors very inappropriately, and adamantly supported Shadman, an artist that drew sexual images of children, having even purchased art from him. Finally, the Jake Weddle situation. MrBeast had this employee named Jake Weddle and had invited him to do a challenge. The "Can I Stay in Solitary Confinement for 100 Days challenge. Jake said that whenever he would try to sleep, they wouldn't turn off the lights as to not mess up the time lapse. So he had to endure what was a form of torture. Later on, Jimmy had him do a challenge which was run a marathon on a treadmill after he's already gone through that torture. You may be like, well, he could leave anytime he wants. Yeah, he could, but would you? If I could get $10,000 for getting tortured a bit, I'd probably do it. Why? Because I'm poor. Now, if there was no money involved, absolutely not, I wouldn't do this. But since there is money involved, well, that changes everything. There's many videos of the things that MrBeast has done that you can go and check out. Now let's read the rest of the tweet. Now we want to build businesses. You don't say anything when Lunchables faces bans for allegedly containing lead, but when we create a better version, you're upset? Then don't eat it. Funny enough, this has a community note saying on 3 separate occasions Prime has been found to have lead in it. And as to why DanTDM didn't say anything about Lunchables having let in him, well, he doesn't have to because Lunchables don't have anything to do with YouTube. Which is why he's questioning why you guys would make your own Lunchables for anything other than money. MrBeast replies to a tweet saying, Lunchables sell hundreds of millions of units and countless people eat it. Our goal is to give people a better for you alternative to it. Our turkey meal, for example, is 80 less calories, 60% less sugar, more electrolytes. We use real cheese, they use cheese products, higher quality meat, etc. Obviously, eating fresh chicken and broccoli is healthier, but if someone is going to eat a pre-made meal like this, then I think giving them a higher quality version at roughly the same price is a good net in my opinion, and why we launched Lunchly. Also, as we get economies of scale and get things cheaper, we will be able to improve the product more and more. This is not a healthy thing. You're getting processed meats with an energy drink and a chocolate bar. Might be controversial, but I don't think kids need energy drinks. And yes, the market for this is kids. Here's some of the video that they made to promote it.
Lunchly versus Lunchables.
With Lunchly, you get double the amount of liquid.
Prime has no sugar added, more electrolytes, and more B vitamins.
Crunch Bar. Feastables Crunch Bar.
As you see, this is clearly meant for young kids with all the explosions and yelling. Anyway, Twitter had a lot to say about this situation, how they were very defensive with DanTDM. So much so that DanTDM right now is trending with 105,000 posts on Twitter of people defending DanTDM, including Jacksepticeye, who said, you mess with DanTDM, you mess with all of YouTube. I think DanTDM was in the right. MrBeast is saying he wants kids to have a healthier alternative, which doesn't seem to be true since you changed the recipe in Feastables from the organic ingredients to worse ingredients. Also, you collaborated with Zaxby's to make a meal that had 4 chicken tenders, 2 pieces of toast, cheese curds, French fries, a chocolate bar, and a drink, which comes out to a whopping 2,000 calories for one meal. Does that sound very healthy to you? I don't think so. Tell me your thoughts about this below. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe so I can get to 100 subscribers, and thank you for watching. CountWootin, CountWootin. His name is CountWootin, yeah, he's pretty cool. You don't know much about him, but he's not a fool.